Hello everyone, welcome to Sneha Videos. This video is for 10th class chapter 14 statistics, and in this video we are going to discuss the problems from exercise 14.1 question number 5, 6 and 9. For other problems please follow the link in the description. Before going to the problems, I want to discuss the table format for mean by step deviation method. Okay, by using the step deviation method, we have to find out the mean. For that, we want the table format. Okay, so here is your table format. This is class interval and frequency. These two will be given in the question. Okay, class interval and frequency are given in the question. The things we should find out are xi. Remember one thing, xi, class mark xi is compulsory for finding the mean by using any method. Whether you take direct method, assume mean method or this step deviation method, this xi is compulsory. Okay, so the next thing after frequency you should write xi. Okay, next from this xi we have to take out the a value and next column will be xi minus a. Okay, why all this means your formula for finding the step mean by step deviation is a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Okay, for all these formulas please follow the link in the description. I gave the formulas in one video. Okay, so this is your formula of finding the mean by using the step deviation. Okay, here first thing you have a. Okay, so a we can write from xi. Okay, we can take out the a value from xi always. Okay, next is your sigma fi ui. Sigma fi ui means this fi ui we should find out. Okay, so this is your fi ui. Okay, fi means frequency. We know that fi means frequency. Then what about this ui? So ui means your formula is xi minus a by h. Okay, so we wrote in the numerator xi minus a. Okay, then xi minus a, before substituting the value here we want this xi minus a, right? So to have this xi minus a value we are writing in a separate column before that. Okay, so xi minus a value means first we want this xi value, right? So for this we are writing xi at the start only. Okay, so whatever the method you will have xi compulsory. Okay, so xi, next in our formula ui we have xi minus a, so for that I have written xi minus a in one column, and h, here your h will be from these class intervals. I'll explain you how you should find out h using the class interval in while discussing in the problem. Okay, so here you'll have 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns. Okay, when you go for direct method you'll have 4 columns, assume mean method you'll have 5 columns, and step deviation you'll have 6 columns. Okay, so here the things are xi, next xi minus a, next xi minus a by h, which is equal to ui. So after finding ui only we can multiply this fi ui and we can write here, right? So fi ui. Okay, so before writing any table format, first you should be perfect with the formula. Okay, so here we have just now I have written the formula x bar equals to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h, right? I have written this formula. We have this formula, right, for step deviation. So okay, if you are be perfect with the formula, here we have fi ui. Okay, means in our table format we will have fi ui. So for writing ui we want a ui value, right? So ui means xi minus a by h. So for writing xi minus a value we have this xi minus a column. To find out xi minus a column we want xi column. Okay, so whatever the formula, whatever the thing is there in the formula, this is depending upon all these values. Okay, so for that purpose we have taken these 3 columns. Okay, so first be perfect with the formulas, then you can simply write the values as it is. Okay, so here sigma fi means if you add all the fi values you'll get sigma fi. Here if you add all the values of fi ui you'll get sigma fi ui. Okay, so there are 6 columns in step deviation method. This thing you should remember. When you go for assumed mean method, there will be 5 columns, and when you go for direct method, there will be 4 columns. Okay, so I gave some problems using assumed mean method, some by direct method and some by step deviation method. Okay, no need to worry about that problems. Please follow the link in the description. Okay, now let us start with our problems. Here is your fifth problem. In a retail market, fruit vendors were selling oranges kept in packing baskets. Okay, these baskets contained varying number of oranges. Okay, means there are different number of oranges in different baskets. Okay, so the following was the distribution of oranges. Here he gave the distribution in this way. 10 to 14 oranges are kept in 15 baskets. 15 to 19 oranges, the number of oranges, if there are from 15, 16, 17, 18 like this, then there are 110 baskets. Okay, this number of oranges are kept in 110 baskets. Okay, and in this way 20 to 24, 135 baskets. 25 to 29 oranges are kept in 115 baskets, and 30 to 34 oranges are kept in 25 baskets. Okay, so here my question is, find the mean. Here he gave mean number of oranges kept in each basket. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? Okay, so I'll tell why we are using the particular method and how that mean is find. Okay, so we'll start with our solution. So here is your table format. We have class interval frequency given in the question only. Here we should write xi values. Next di equal to xi minus a. Xi minus a means this is equal to di only, right? So for this one, you please follow the link in the description. I gave all the formulas and explanation also, and explanation of each and every term. That is a 2 marks question. Okay, compulsory 2 marks question. You should write the formula, as well as you should explain each and every term in the formula. Means what is xi, what is a, what is h, all these things. Okay, so for that also you follow the link in the description, and these are the 4 marks questions using the table formats. For these also you follow the description. Okay, so these things we have to write ui and fi ui. Okay, so let us find out each and every column. So here xi, we already know that xi means the average of lower limit and upper limit. Means add the upper limit and lower limit and divide it with 2, right? So 9.5 plus 14.5 by 2. Okay, so if you find out the average, you'll get 12. Okay, after finding this value, you just cross check whether that value is in between these two values or not. It should be between these two values. Okay, because whenever you are finding the average means it is nothing but the mean. Mean means the main important point to be remembered from mean is it is always lying between the lowest observation and highest observation. Okay, so it should lie between the lower limit and upper limit. Okay, okay, finished my first class mark. Okay, now instead of finding the average of each and every class interval, we already discussed in one video that we should check the lower limit and the class mark gap. Okay, so 9.5 to 12. After 9, 10, 11, 12 means 3 numbers, and here no 0.5 is there. So 3 numbers you should write. Okay, so 14 means 15, 16, 17. So you'll have 17. Okay, so for every class interval you just count 3. Understood my point? Simple. After for first class mark you should do the average of these two. 9.5 plus 14.5 by 2. That you do in the rough part. You got 12, right? So after getting 12, check how much gap is there in between this lower limit, not upper limit, the lower limit and the class mark. Okay, so 9 after 10, 11, 12. So 3 numbers. So for every lower limit you add 3. Okay, so 14.5 means 17. Here 19 means 20, 21, 22. Okay, next is your 27, next is your 32. Okay, so I got my class marks. Now next what I should do? Xi minus a. Okay, so here we have xi. Xi means we have all these xi's. But here we have a. A means we should write a from class mark only. Okay, how we will find out a? Simple. Pick out the middle value from this xi. Okay, so 22 is your a. Clear? So 22 is your A. Now I got xi as well as I got A. Now in between there is minus. Here there is minus symbol. So subtract both. Okay. So xi means here 12. I can write here 12. Do all this in the rough part because otherwise your table format will not be neat. So 12 is my xi. Minus A is 22. So 12 minus 22. I'll get 10. But big number is here minus. So I'll get minus 10. Okay, simple thing. Just wherever A is there you have 0, here also 0, here also 0. Okay, 0 above you'll have negative values, 0 below you'll have positive values, because all these values, all these xi values, whatever are there, these are less than this A value, right? So whenever they are less than A value, you'll get in negative only, right? When these values are greater than this A value, so you'll get them in positive. Okay, so for your easy purpose, just remember wherever A is there, you'll get all zeros here. Above 0, you'll get minus values. Below 0, you'll get plus values. Clear? So when I subtract here, I got minus 10. Here 22 minus 17 is 5. Here 22 is having minus symbol, means you'll have minus 5. Here wherever A is there, you'll get 0. Next, here you'll get 5. 32 minus 22 is 10. Okay. Now I finished my xi minus A values. Okay. Now here, finding ui value, we should divide xi minus A with h. Okay. So here in the table I gave h equal to 5. How I gave? For finding the h value, you just subtract the lower limit from the upper limit. Okay. Means 14.5 minus 9.5. Okay. So you'll get 0 here. Here 14 minus 9 is, when you subtract this, you'll get 5, right? So whatever you got this difference, that is your h value. Okay, you can check with each and every class interval. Here if you subtract these two, you'll get 5 only. Here also you'll get 5 only. Here also 5 only. Okay, so I'll take the h as 5. What is h means? This is class size. Okay, class height or size means the size or the middle values in between the upper limit and lower limit. Okay, so don't confuse. Xi means the average of lower limit and upper limit. H means the difference of lower limit and upper limit. Okay, clear my point? Here xi minus A I have minus 10 first value, so minus 10 by h I have 5. So you'll get minus 2, right? So here minus 5 by 5 means minus 1. Here anyhow wherever 0 is there, you'll get 0 only. 5 by 5 is 1, 10 by 5 is 2. Okay, observe carefully. Here above 0 you'll have negative, below 0 you'll have positive. Okay, okay, we finished with this one. Now next is fi ui. Fi ui means multiply both fi and ui values. Okay, so 15 to 30, as you have minus here, you'll get minus 30. Next 110 into minus 1 minus 110, 135 zeros, anything multiplied by 0 is 0 only. Okay, no, without any multiplication you can directly put all these values 0. Okay, so next is 115 into 1 is 115, 25 2 is 50. Okay, now next we should do sigma fi and sigma fi ui, right? So for that I'll write total. Sigma fi means if you add all this you'll get 400. Then here while doing sigma fi ui, here you will have some negative values, here some positive values. Okay, add them separately first, because if both the symbols are same, when both symbols are same, you should add and put the same symbol, right? Same symbols, addition, put same symbol. Okay, for the clear explanation of simplifying the integers, please follow. I gave in one video the basic understanding of how to simplify the integers whenever there is plus minus in between. Okay, please follow that video. Okay, here both symbols are same means we should add and put the same symbol. So I'll get here minus 140, right? Minus 140 here. Next here both are of same symbol, then you will have here 165 plus 165, right? So here now minus 140 and plus 165, both are different symbols, so subtract them, and here our big number is this one, so we have in positive, so put plus symbol. You will get 25 plus 25, because 165 is bigger than minus 140, right? So you will have the Fi sigma Fi ui value in positive. Okay. So before substituting this sigma Fi ui and sigma Fi value in your mean formula, first confirm whether you did the table correctly or not. Then only proceed with the substitution. Okay. Because if you do any mistakes here, the substitution will go wrong. Okay. So before substituting, once cross check what happens. Take 1 minute time or 2 minutes time and cross check whether you did this all columns in correct or not. Then go for the substitution. Okay. So let me go for the substitution. So sigma Fi we have 400, sigma Fi ui we have 25. So here we are using step deviation method. Okay. And here H is the difference between the upper limit and lower limit, or you can say whenever you are saying difference, you can say the small value first or big value first, whatever it is. Difference means always from big number only the small number is subtracted. Okay. We have H equal to 5. Now we will take the formula of mean using the step deviation, which is mean x bar equals to a plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into H. Only in the step deviation you will have this H. Okay. In assumed mean only you will have a, not H. In direct method you will not have a and you will not have H. Okay. So this is the very important thing. Only in step deviation you will have H. In mean, I am saying in mean. Okay. Now take the values and substitute. We have a equal to 22 plus sigma Fi ui we have 25 by sigma Fi we have 400 into H is we have 5. Okay. Now simplify this. 22 plus, when you divide this 25 ones, 25 16s 400 into 5. Now you will have 22 plus 5 ones 5 by 16. Here both are under multiplication. So multiply them. Now 5 by 16 I got 0.31. Now add these to 22.31. Okay. So mean number of oranges kept in each basket, he asked. Whatever in the question he asked, just write that point. Okay. Mean number of oranges kept in each basket x bar equals to 22.31. Understood? So let us go to the next problem. Here is your sixth problem. The table below shows the daily expenditure on food of 25 households in a locality. Here 25 households means the total frequency is 25. Okay. So he gave the table format. This is your class interval. This is your frequency. Okay. Now you need to find out the mean daily expenditure on food by a suitable method. Okay. So here we have total frequency and we have to find out mean by using a suitable method. Okay. Let us go to our solution. First we should be perfect with the table format. Do the table, check it and then apply in your formula. Here is your table format. Fi xi di equal to xi minus a, ui equal to xi minus a by h, Fi ui. Okay. So here xi means we have to do the average of lower limit and upper limit, right? So when you add these two, you will get 250. So 250 by 2, which is 125, right? So your xi is 125. Here, after finding this xi for first value, you should see the difference between this 100 and 125, right? You will get 25. Okay, I got 25. Now, if you add this 25 to each and every lower limit, then you will get all the xi's. Okay. So, 150 plus 25 is 175. 200 plus 25, 225. 250 plus 25, 275. 300 plus 25, 325. Okay. So, only for the first value you should do the average. Then after check what is the difference between the lower limit and the xi. Okay. Then add that number to each and every lower limit. After doing this, we want a from xi, right? So a will be the middle value of xi column. So you'll get a as 225. Okay, finished our a. Now we have to do this subtraction xi minus a. Okay, so xi we have 125 for the first value. So 125 minus a means you have 225, right? So 225. You will get minus 100, right? So minus 100. Understood? So see do the difference for each and every xi and a. 225 minus 175 is minus 50 because a is greater value here. Wherever a is there, I told that you'll get zeros here. So 0 above you'll get negative values because this is bigger than these values. Okay. And here these values are smaller than these values, so you'll get in positive. So 275 minus 225 is 50. 325 minus 225 is 100. Okay. I finished with this xi minus a also. And here ui means xi minus a by h. Children, I am saying you, if you are perfect with these calculations, it is very easy to get easily 4 marks. Out of 4, you will get 4 out compulsory. Okay. The only thing you should do is, you should be perfect with the table format, what things are there in this table, and calculations. Okay. So xi means you should do the average of lower and upper limit. Okay. And a means you should pick out the middle value from this xi. After that, xi minus a. Okay. Next, h. How I got this 50h? What is h? How will you find out h? The difference between these two, right? So 150 minus 100 is 50. Okay. Now I should divide this value with 50. Minus 100 by 50 is 2, right? So as it is having minus value, you will have minus 2. Okay. You can do all the calculations in the rough part. Okay. Now next, here you have minus 50 by 50 is your minus 1. Next, 0 by anything is 0 only. 50 by 50 is 1. 100 by 50 is 2. Right? So, next, after getting ui, we have to do multiplication of fi and ui. Right? So, fi we have 4 and ui we have 2. So, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Next, 5 into minus 1, minus 5. 2 and 0, 0. 2 1s 2, 2 2s 4. Okay, we finished with this table. Now we should do the total values. So total here f5's, if you add all these f5's, it is equal to sigma f5. So sigma f5, when you add all these 25 you will get, because already in the question he gave there are 25 households. Okay. Now here you have some negative values, 2 negative values, and you have 2 positive values. So add them separately. So whenever minus 8 minus 5 means you will get minus 13. 2 plus 4 is 6. Now we should subtract these two and put the big number symbol. Okay. 13 minus 6 is 7. And here big number is minus. You have minus symbol. So your sigma FIUI is minus 7. Okay. This is your table format. Please cross check and go for the substitution. So let me do the substitution now. Sigma Fi equal to 25. Sigma FIUI we got minus 7. Okay. So here we are using step deviation method. So H we have 250 minus 200. Any class interval you can take. Not only the first one, any class interval. Even if you take any class interval, the difference of the two upper and lower limit is 50 only you'll get. Okay. So the mean formula by using step deviation is x bar equals to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Okay. Again I am telling, in the step deviation only you will have h value. Okay. So now substitute the values. A we have 225 plus sigma fi ui we have minus 7 by sigma fi means 25 into h is 50. Okay. So simplify this. 225 plus, here whenever you multiply these two, 7 into 50 is 350 and it is having minus, so minus 350. Okay. So 225 minus, here plus, and here I can write minus. When you divide these two you will get 14. Okay, or else you can write directly plus into minus, minus you can write here. You can write like this. You can write this step also directly. 225 minus 14. Okay, when you subtract you will get 211. Okay, so this is your mean. So I can write, therefore mean daily expenditure on food x bar equals to 211 rupees. Okay, so before doing this substitution you be perfect with the table only. Okay, check the table whether you did correctly or not, then only you substitute the values. Okay, let us go to the next problem. This is your 9th problem. The following table gives the literacy rate in percentage of 35 cities. So here he gave 35 cities. This is your total frequency, which is sigma F5. Okay, so find the mean literacy rate. Mean literacy rate. You can use any method, but here I did this problem by using the step deviation method. Okay, if no method is used in the question, you can use any method. Okay, so but depending on the xi values, if xi values are big values, you should use assume mean method or step deviation method. Okay, this is your table format, this is your class interval, and it is your frequency. Okay, let me take these two and put these values in the table and we'll solve the mean. Okay, here is your table. Here class interval and frequency are given in the question. We should find out xi di, xi minus a by h, which is ui, and multiply fi and ui. Okay. So for h, we should subtract these two, right? Difference of lower and upper limit. So 55 minus 45, you will get 10. So I written h equal to 10. Okay. So xi, for finding xi, you should do the average of this lower and upper limit, right? Don't confuse. Xi means average, h means difference. That's it. The only thing, two things you should remember is xi means average of class interval, h means difference of the class interval. Clear? So if I find the average of these 45 and 55, you will get 50. Okay. Now after finding the first one, you should do the difference of these two, no? 45, 50. You have 5 as difference. So add this 5 to every lower limit. That's it. So 55 minus 5, 55 plus 5 is 60. 65 plus 5 is 70. 75 plus 5 is 80. 85 plus 5 is 90. Okay. And after writing this xi, check whether this xi value is in between these two or not. It should lie in between these two. Okay, we got this finished. Now we want xi, right? Sorry, a, right? A will be taken from xi only. So here two values, here two values. So the middle value is 70. So I'll take a as 70. Okay. Now xi minus a. So xi is 50 minus 70. So here whenever a is there, there you will get 0. So above you will get negative values anyhow, because these values are smaller than this value. Okay. So you'll get minus 20. 70 minus 60 is 10, but 60 is the small number, so you'll get minus 10. Wherever a is there, you'll get 0. 80 minus 70, 10. 90 minus 70 is 20. We finished with xi minus a. Now xi minus a by h, right? So 20 by 10 is minus 2. Okay. Next 10 by 10 is 1, minus 1. 0 by anything is 0. 10 by 10, 1. 20 by 10 is 2. We finished with ui also. Now multiply both fi and ui. So 3 2s are 6, minus 6. 10 1s 10, minus 10. 11 zeros are 0. 8 1s 8. 3 2 6. Finished. Okay. So these three will be every time 0 only. Okay. Because any function with 0 will give you 0 only, whether it is division or multiplication. Okay. So here total, so sigma fi he gave already, it is 35. Now we should do sigma fi ui. So add this negative values separately and positive values separately and solve them. So here you will get minus 16 and here you will get 14. If you find the difference, you will get minus 2. Okay. So sigma fi ui is minus 2. So check this table and substitute in the formula. So we have sigma fi as 35, sigma fi ui minus 2. Here we are using step deviation method. So let me take h value, difference of any class interval, which gives you 10. And the mean formula by using step deviation is mean x bar equals to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Now put the values. A we have 70, sigma fi ui we have minus 2, and by sigma fi we have 35 into h means 10. Okay. So solve it. 70 plus, when you multiply these two, you will get minus 20. If you want, you can multiply these two, or first solve this and multiply the answer with 10. It is your wish. Okay. So do as small as possible. Okay. You got minus 20 by 35. Solve it. You will get 70 plus. When you divide this, you will get minus 0.75. Sorry, 57. Now plus into minus is minus. So 70 minus 0.57, you will get 69.43. Okay. So I can write mean literacy rate x bar equals to 69.43%. Okay. So this is your mean value by using the step deviation method. Okay. So the only thing you should be perfect with that is table. Okay. If you are correct with the table, then it is dead easy to do the calculation by putting all the values in your step deviation mean formula. Okay. So xi, I am recalling again, xi means average of class interval. Okay. H means difference of class interval. These two things you should remember, and a will be always taken from the xi column. Okay. So I hope you understood this video. If you understand, please give me a thumbs up, like my video, share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.